Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5 Premium, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, if you pull it back into reverse, it will bring up the backup camera. Then you have neutral, drive, and if you go over to the left, you can shift through the gears manually. This vehicle does have an electronic park brake, so every time you put the vehicle in park, it automatically engages the park brake. And when you take it out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. Above that, you have a hold button. If you turn that on, you'll see a green hold light in the bottom right corner of the dash. Then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one below it, which means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while the vehicle's in drive and it won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-thru and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you. Then when you're ready to move forward a spot, you just tap the gas pedal. It releases, you can move forward a spot, then push down hard on the brake to activate again. Below the shifter, you have your selector for your four-wheel drive system. So you have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Next to that, you have drive modes. So if that's lit up, you can spin this dial and go between Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible, shift a little sooner. Normal is for normal driving, and then Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. Next to that, you have a tow haul mode. So if you turn that on when you're pulling a heavy trailer, it'll change the transmission shift points to help out a little bit. In front of the shifter, you have a start button for the vehicle. Below that, you have an integrated trailer brake controller. Over here is a button to turn off traction control. Normally, you'd want to leave that on, but if you were stuck in some snow or mud and you wanted to spin the tires to try to get out, you could turn it off right there. This is the hazards for the vehicle. And then over here on the right, this vehicle does have a power tailgate. So if you hold this for about 2 seconds, it'll put the tailgate down. If you hold it again, it'll put the tailgate back up. This vehicle does have dual zone auto climate control. This button here will change the driver's side temperature. This auto button is like a thermostat for your car. So if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. This will change the fan speeds up and down. Sync will make the passenger side temperature mirror whatever the driver's side does. Mode will change where the vents are going to blow. This will change passenger side temperature. Down here, this will turn the climate control off. This will do front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front window. This will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. This will turn AC on and off, recirculate on and off, and then this will turn off the vents that go to the second row passengers. This vehicle does have heated seats, so you have high, medium, low, and off for the driver's side. There's the passenger control right there, and then you do have a USB charging port right there. In the top left corner of the radio screen is your cloud navigation. You do have to have an active subscription for this through Toyota, and then you'll have built-in maps on the radio. It costs $15 per month. Otherwise, you can use your wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to use your phone's navigation on the screen for free. Then you have the music symbol. At the top here, you have favorites where it shows all your presets off to the right. Then you have tune where you can do FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. So if you go XM channel 57, tune to channel, it'll bring it up for you on the right side there. If you like that station, you want to hit the heart button right there and it'll put it over on your favorites. Down here, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit notify me, and if you like the artist or the song, you can check mark it and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. Then if you hit the back button here, you have FM, AM, and XM. This is for finding music. So if you're looking for XM music and you want rock music, it'll give you all the rock stations right there. Then you have the phone tab. This will take you to your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto, so you can have all your phone contacts on the screen. The little vehicle tab here, you could do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you're getting. You can also do vehicle alert where it'll tell you if there's anything wrong with the vehicle. Finally, you have the settings tab where you can log into your profile, change the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above, you have map light. This one here will turn all the lights in the truck on, all the lights in the truck off, and then right in the middle on door, anytime a door is open, the lights will come on. Then you have your SOS Safety Connect button. So if you get a flat tire, have some sort of emergency, you can push this, it'll call Toyota and they can send help your way. And then this does have a rear sliding window, so this will open and close the back window. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do one swipe and then back to off. One click down is a delayed setting where you can choose the delay times here. Then you have low and high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. Over here for the headlights, you can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off, no lights at all. Most people leave it on auto all the time. They'll turn on and off on their own. There's park lights, headlights, forward for high beam, back for low beam, and then you can turn your fog lights on and off right there. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, all your sources. The arrows next to it will go through your favorite radio station presets, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music, it'll do next song and back a song. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control, so basically if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set at 70 miles per hour and you come up on a car going any slower, it'll automatically sense that car, slow down, and match their speed. To set that, you turn on the cruise control by hitting this button right here. It'll say radar cruise control active on the dash. When you get to the speed you want to set it at, you just hit this down to set. It'll say set at 70 miles per hour. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel it, you can hit cancel or tap the brake pedal. Then you do have a zone selector right here, so you can choose 3, 2, and 1, and that's how close it'll follow the vehicle in front of you. Then this vehicle does have lane trace assist, so basically if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep you perfectly centered. If you don't like that, you can turn it off right here. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have volume controls for the radio. Next to that, you have a voice command button. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Or if you hold that for about 3 seconds, it'll actually bring up your Siri or Google Assistant so you can make phone calls, texts, things like that. Then you have this left, right, up and down arrows. That's for controlling the center display. So you can go right and left through all those top tabs, and you can go up and down through those side tabs. So on the first one here, you can have speedometer, range to empty, some fuel economy stuff. There's a compass, lane departure, radar cruise, what's playing on the radio station, vehicle information like trip distance and time, tire pressures, trailer brake controller, pitch and roll angle, settings for all your safety equipment you can turn on and off, messages if anything's wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you right there, and then back to the beginning. Above that, you have a little phone. You can use that to answer and then hang up phone calls. And then next to it is like a little clear button. So if you ever get a pop-up on that screen, you can hit that to clear it. On the left side of the dash, there is a button for the cargo lights in the box of the truck. You can have them on all the time, off all the time, or when you open the doors, it'll light up the cargo area. This is for your automatic high beams. So basically, if you're driving down the highway at night with your high beams on and you meet another car and forget to dim them, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. This vehicle does have stop-start technology, so when you stop at a stoplight and put your foot on the brake, the engine will shut down, and then when you let off the brake, it'll start back up. If you don't like that, you can turn it off right there. This will adjust the brightness on your instrument panel. This will do odometer, trip A, and trip B. This vehicle does have adjustable headlights, so you can angle the headlights up and down, and there's 5 different settings you can choose. And then you have a heated steering wheel on and off right there. Finally, on the driver door, you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down, so if you give it a quick push, it rolls all the way down. And if you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. Then this is your window locks, so if you turn that on, nobody can roll the windows up or down. Here, we'll lock and unlock the doors. And then for adjusting the mirrors, you just twist this to the left, move the left mirror around, twist it to the right, move the right mirror around. And then if you put it back in the center, if you bump it, it won't go anywhere. And that should be all the buttons on this 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5 Premium. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.